This video is sponsored by Squarespace, the place to go if you need to make a professional website. Hear ye, simmers. We're gonna get medieval. What are some medieval things? Rats? Plague? I just wanted an excuse to go to the costume shop. Lords and ladies, peasants maybe, wenches. Get ready because today we're going to be playing The Sims Medieval. I've been blazing through a ton of console Sims games and Sims spin-off games, but for this one, we're gonna go back to the computer. That's right, The Sims Medieval can be purchased through Origin or the EA Play Store. I'd rather be drawn and quartered than use that piece of shit. This game came out in 2011 and the DLC Pirates and Nobles was released later the same year. Lucky for us, we can buy both as a bundle for $19.99. This spin-off was bestowed upon us about 2-ish years after The Sims 3, and it runs on the same engine, but I will say it is nothing like The Sims 3. It's nothing like your typical Sims game. It's got more of an RPG style to it, a storyline with quests, and of course, medieval theming. This one took me by surprise, honestly. I'm very excited to show you if you have never played this one before. So grab your gauntlets or goblets or whatever you might have picked up at the Renaissance Festival. I personally am going to be grabbing a Red Bull, and we will get into The Sims Medieval. Okay, we start the game on this screen where we get to choose an ambition to play, either New Beginnings or the DLC ambition. I think we unlock the others as we go, and for now, we'll do New Beginnings to kind of get a feel for the game. The main goal of New Beginnings is to construct buildings in the kingdom, 13 being the Platinum achievement. I'm up for the challenge. Our first sim in this kingdom is a monarch. We can either choose one of the pre-made ones or create our own, which I think sounds like a swell idea. It randomized one that looks like little old me. How perfect, I was gonna do that anyways. Let's randomize her name, change up a few things cosmetically, and change out her traits. There's a lot of interesting ones here. I wonder how much they affect the gameplay, especially this one. Whale ate my parents. We also need to give her a fatal flaw from this list here. There's some pretty cool ones, but compulsive gambler has to give us some cool gameplay, right? Lady Rebecca now rules over Land as our monarch and main sim hero. In the ambitions mode, you can't really just freely play your sims. You need to select a quest before you're allowed into live mode. The first steps quest seems like a tutorial, I think, so we'll jump into that. First of all, loving the dollhouse view of our castle here. That is just so cute already. We can freely move the camera, of course, but I just really like this layout. I'm glad I chose to have the place furnished. I don't really think I could have made a better throne room. Like, this looks really good. Our current quest task is displayed next to our Sims icon in the bottom left, as well as our Sims needs, which in this one is just hunger and energy, nothing else. That's really nice of them. We also have buffs that affect our focus meter at the bottom here. The higher our focus, the more likely we are to successfully be able to do tasks and complete quests with a higher grade. My build master, Miles, is sending me to the forest to collect resources. You know, that sounds like a you job, build master, but it's cool. I guess I could do that. Get a lay of the land. Okay, let's open our map and walk on over to the forest. Oh, hell yeah, it's open world, baby. I love walking. Once we arrive to the forest, we pick some wildflowers for our quest, but mostly for funsies, I think. And then a bandit comes out of nowhere and tries to rob me. See, this is why I don't think it's my job to go to the forest. I challenge thee to a duel, bitch. Wow, let's go. Damn, I'm getting whooped. I could pull out some special moves though, so, you know, there's hope. This is kind of taking a while. I'll just speed this up. Yeah, we're good. We won the duel. Why were we here again? Oh yeah, gotta collect wood in the forest. Let's grab it and get over to the graveyard to collect some stone. I don't know why I'm surprised to see bodies in the graveyard, but I am. I guess I wasn't expecting to see them, you know, just like out and about. The graveyard keeper dude wants me to build a church. We'll see, buddy. I got a lot of things on my to-do list. Anyways, we need to mine stone and ooh, a little multiple choice. There's a mysterious chest in this cave. Do I open it? Not open it? Yeah, I open it. Duh. Sick. Worth it. Now we're $125 richer. Before we head home, we need to pay a visit to the village, which is another rabbit hole destination where we can buy goodies. A lady came up and asked me if I want to bring safety or power to Lissyland, and whatever I choose will determine my prize. I like to think I'd be a fair and just ruler and, you know, really nice and really cool, and my kingdom would be like a super happy place to live and really like not so authoritarian. Right, guys? So we'll just go with safety. My prize was Monarch's Armor of Fortitude. Neato. Next up, I have to attend to one of my subjects who is asking for help. There's a woman in the town square. She pushed him in the mud and called him names? Not on my watch. Let's get her. Okay, maybe I'm not so fair and just after all, because I did kind of send her to the stocks. Whoops. Oh no, and now I'm pelting her with eggs. Oh man, I didn't mean to do that. All right, time to go home. What the hell was that? Was that a monster in the pit? That's freaky. Anyways, I am back home now, and before I do anything else, I gotta grub on some gruel. I like that people are always just kind of like hanging around the castle. It makes me feel really popular. Before I go to bed, I'm gonna do a few petitions because I'm such a good and attentive monarch. Civilians will come up and ask me for a little favor, and my answer can determine how the people of the kingdom view me. I'm super nice, so I gave some money to a farmer that was affected by a frost, and then I hit the hay knowing that today I made the kingdom a better place. The next morning, I remembered that I was supposed to be doing quest stuff. I need to make a choice. Do I romance the bard or the trader? I chose the beautiful trader lady, gave her some flowers, did a little flirting, and then gave Buildmaster Miles the stone and wood we collected. The quest isn't done yet. We still have a lot to learn about this game. Each day at 9 a.m. we get randomized responsibilities. These tasks aren't related to the quest, but they are things I need to keep an eye on in order to maintain my high focus meter. If I fail to do them, it'll drop my focus, or worse, put me in jail. So we should probably do them every once in a while, right? I have some time, so I'll hear 3 petitions real quick. I gave out 300 simoleons to someone who was about to lose their house, told someone where to wear their eye patch, and gave some fruit basket supply money out. I'm just so charitable. Next up, I have to sick a parrot on someone, so I run over to the village to buy a parrot, and then I make it attack this dude. I don't really know what he did to me, but whatever. Cool, we got both of our tasks done for the day. Back to the quest. We now get to hire a royal advisor by pigeon letter, and someone actually came. And if this quest couldn't be more all over the place, we have to buy a piece of furniture, place it, and then duel with someone. Oh wait, we didn't have to do that. My sim just kind of started doing that. Okay, now we have to look at our big official table map of all the neighboring territories and finally discuss the future with good old Miles. And that is our first quest complete. That was long-winded, but we got the hang of the gameplay quite a bit. We are rewarded with some resource points, which we can spend on buildings for the kingdom. Do I build barracks, a watcher pavilion? What the hell is that? A mill, a clinic, a wizard's tower? I'll go with the clinic. Earlier, after a duel, I noticed I had a negative buff from an injury, so a clinic would probably be useful. We get to pick a new hero sim to run the clinic. I'll choose Sexy Doctor Man. Next quest, I'm rolling with this one, Power Grab, where we have to legitimize our kingdom to rulers of neighboring kingdoms. Whale Rage? Oh yeah, I almost forgot. A whale killed my parents. Duh. I guess I'll never forget, actually. Diplomacy time! We could see 2 neighboring territories, Craft Hole and Tredony. We should invite their rulers over for a little hangout sesh. Get to know each other better. Our new advisor can go fetch them for me while I take care of our Sims' needs for a second. We're getting a lot of information on the side here, I've noticed. I'm not a notoriously good reader, but in this game, I'm doing my best to keep up with all the lore and the story that is pretty much solely conveyed through these pop-up windows. The merchant princess from Tredony is a big slut who steps out on her wife, as the rumors say, and the smith master of Craft Hole likes sweet drinks. I can use use this information to leverage my power, methinks. In order to establish some dominance over the merchant, I'll befriend her and do some subtle flirting. But her wife is kind of like right there, so we're gonna tell her to meet us later for a little secret rendezvous. We're not actually gonna be going to that. Oh no, the advisor is gonna go and get some sweet blackmail instead. He also brought me some supplies to make the Smith Master a yummy drink, like a recipe, and some honey for brewing. We give it to her, and in exchange, she offers her loyalty. Okay, the advisor's back with the merchant's underwear. Gross. But that's some pretty sick blackmail material. Just gotta do a little threatening, and that's quest complete at the silver level. The 20 resource points we acquired doesn't build us much of anything, so we're gonna keep saving and banging out quests. I took one where our monarch gets to go on a vacation. You know, she's been working very hard, blackmailing and whatever else she does. She has to befriend a few Sims in order to ask about vacation destinations. One has really good ale and wine, and the other has daily tournaments and feasts. A tough decision, but I sent her to the ale and wine place. And then when she came back, she just had to have the recipe for the ale she tried. We send a letter to the brewmaster, go to the village to purchase some ingredients, learn the recipe, and God damn it, I forgot something. Back to the village. Okay, now we're brewing and sitting pretty. Of course, we send a letter thanking the brewmaster, and wow, that was a nice and easy quest. Our reward was a grand reception hall. We didn't even need to build it ourselves. Great. I do have enough resource points to build a church. I remember that one guy requested one, so I should probably get to that. Everyone welcomes Stanley, our new Jacobean priest. We're placing a bunch of buildings and adding Sims to them, but why? Well, certain quests allow us to play with the other Sims we've added. There's a lost child, and I want to play with someone new, so the priest is gonna go find him. I'm loving all of the buildings in this game. I haven't furnished anything myself yet. I've just been selecting the pre-furnished option for all the new buildings, and I am just so impressed. Okay, let's get to the bottom of this mystery. Who is this kid and where he at? He's from a wealthy family, a family we would like to have join the church, so this is perfect. I'm gonna go scare my congregation into finding out information for me through a very animated sermon. While I wait for people to go do my bidding, I work on one of the daily responsibilities. I'll just need a nice chair that I can use to help persuade people to give me information through tickling and chinchillas and, you know, torture. It's a torture chair. Hey, my monarch is a good person, but I never said the priest was. Anyways, we have some new info about the kid. He was spotted in the town square. He left the town because the people had become so complacent in their lives. What the fuck? Dude, you're like 9. Chill out. Okay, well, that's quest complete, I guess. We found the kid. We'll use our points to buy a mill for the kingdom. And now Lady Rebecca's going to recruit a couple of inventors to help keep the kingdom safe. One gives her a landmine. Another pitches the idea of a flying machine. Turns out they're just insane, because like, come on, there's no way that's real. And crazy old Derek tells us the tale of the crab bandit. That sounds way cool, actually. We should just go find that. I guess he's just been chilling in this cave the whole time. I'm gonna go talk to him. Oh shit, he looks scary. Okay, maybe I'll go back in. Apparently if I grant 3 of his wishes, we'll be cool. The crab bandit doesn't talk, but he does make it a point to show his tattered clothes. Then he gestures towards his crabs, not like, you know, real crabs, guys, and then strokes his mustache. What the fuck? We get to choose what we're bringing the crab bandit. I think he wants clothes, mustache wax, and food for his crab friends. Hey, this guy's got a mustache. I'll just ask him for the wax recipe. We just need to buy a few ingredients, no biggie, and then make it in the soup pot. Next up, food for the crabs. How about some fowl soup? Oh, but what if they're vegetarian? Let's do some potato soup too, just in case. Fuck, okay, back to the store. Now I just need to persuade someone to give me their clothes. Perfect, this guy will do it. And now to present all of my findings to the crab bandit. He loves it. Yay, we did good. Another quest down. Now we get to buy a king ball court. This is kind of the essence of the game, really. You get to do quests and work towards your goals in order to complete the ambition you're playing through. We'll get to switch sims and play as the other hero sims, sometimes even multiple during one quest. Like here, we're working with both the doctor and the monarch to fix a frog prince's ailments. And each occupation has different object and sim interactions and responsibilities that really help differentiate the sims from each other. Oh damn. The Frog King is actually pretty cute. Maybe that'll be our monarch's man. I really like all of the story this game is full of. Each quest brings something new to the table. I'm really enjoying the building and exploring the world too. It's neat. After another quest of making the priest be the king for a day, we bought another building for the kingdom and started a really fun quest where we can choose to have someone get married. I chose the doctor and a random townie. We're finally getting some romance. Real romance, not blackmail. These two lovebirds are set to marry soon, with the priest being the best man. He'll purchase some rings and wedding clothes for the couple, and the doctor and the wife lived happily ever after. Our next building was the blacksmiths. Once that was up, the game added a few new cosmetic buildings and a wall, really just developing this whole area of the kingdom. It makes it more believable because honestly, where did all the people that live here actually live? It was a mystery to me. And now they have houses. Every time we make a new occupation sim, we unlock more quests and more ways to complete quests with the new characters. The new blacksmith is gonna get down to the bottom of the chinchillas with impenetrable hides. Oh, damn. Some of this art is kind of scary. Yeah, the sword just bounces right off of them. Good thing our sim is a blacksmith, am I right? Playing with the blacksmith is a lot more involved. You don't necessarily start off with buckets of cash, and the shops won't always have all of the ores that you're looking for. But around the world, there's rocks that are waiting to just be discovered and mined. So it's kind of fun to go around and search for all the resources. We also get to play with a new gadget. We'll use that to forge a chinchilla trap using the ores that we mined. And using our trap, we head back to the forest and capture one of the little guys. So how do we make a weapon for the hunters that is strong enough to get these little dudes? We forge, of course. This takes me a while, actually, because I have to constantly go out and harvest more materials, but I'm still having a great time. And now we have all we need to create the ultimate weapon, Chinchilla's Bane. Because we're good people, again, we'll release the chinchilla back into the wild instead of killing it. I love that this game isn't afraid to be a little scandalous, a little nefarious. I miss the drama of The Sims sometimes. Like, what's comparable in The Sims 4 to constructing a faux plague in order to scare your royal subjects just to create a distraction for a scandalous affair happening in your castle? Sometimes The Sims 4 seems so milquetoast to me. I love when drama is really baked into the older Sims games, so I don't have to play pretend and make up stories in my head all the time. God damn it, everyone is always sick around here, aren't they? That's just the Middle Ages for you, I guess. The doctor is also a pretty involved profession. You get to do all sorts of procedures that totally work, like bloodletting, and he also has to forge for a lot of his own materials as well and craft potions. That's pretty neat. I forgot that if you don't complete your responsibilities or ignore your quest for too long, you get arrested. Sorry guys, I won't forget to pay my taxes anymore. And I should probably do better at taking care of my sims. My sim has a trait that makes her painfully horny, and if she goes too long without romance, she'll have a negative moodlet, which obviously isn't good for our focus and therefore not good for our quest, so we have to make sure to keep an eye on her, After completing another blacksmith quest, we actually got the ability to remove that fatal flaw and convert it to a legendary trait. I love this. Now she won't be so touch-starved and annoying. I get to choose between Patient, Herculean, and Dread Pirate. All very good, but I went with Patient. It grants leniency on completing responsibilities, which I clearly need. Okay, we're really trucking along here with building up the kingdom and adding new sims. Now we've got a monastery and a brand new sim, Brother Reed. I like the monastery. It also introduces another religion to the game, so the townies have options. Next up, we're building the tavern, which unlocks the bard profession, and the market, which unlocks a new merchant. I'm excited to play the bard. She can obviously, do bard activities and write poems using inspiration she gets from socializing with others. For some reason, her quest is making me wait a while to start it, so I'm having her romance this guy who works at her tavern taverns. I see little kids running around and I think it'd be fun to see what the gameplay with kids might be like. I don't know. I always say that and end up completely ignoring them. Anyways, double bedtime. Oh wow, we have the color wheel in this game. I totally forgot about that. Damn. It's been a while since I've Sims 3'd, and I forgot what the good old days was like. Okay. I'll let them get to their business, and after that, we finally get to start our quest where we write our beloved monarch a poem about the stars. I didn't even notice until she was reciting the poem, but she's totally pregnant. The queen loved my poem, which ended the quest, but I want to play the bard again so I can see how this pregnancy goes. She's gonna take a random one. I don't even really care. We should probably tell the baby daddy that we're pregnant, and then maybe we'll get married? It would be kind of scandalous to have a baby out of wedlock for this time, maybe? I'm not sure, actually. But as I was priming my guy for a proposal, I lost the ability to do anything. I froze. I couldn't interact with anything or anyone because the baby was coming. She gave birth to a beautiful baby boy. Look at that medieval bassinet. Oh, I'm dying. Okay, can't neglect our quest or they'll lock us up. I think we're gonna go save the chinchillas in the forest from slaughter. I ran out to go take care of just a few things, came back, and the baby was all grown up. What? How did that happen? Oh cool, we can send him off to go do things like shopping. Finally, kids are fucking useful. Since I'm home, I should take the time to marry my mans. We can either do it here or at the church, which I just think is so cool. Yeah, we're gonna go get married at the church. I didn't bother changing their clothes or anything, but now they're married. I can't help but notice that there's no real household, though. Like getting married to this guy, he's not a part of the Sims that we can control, and our kid isn't either. I don't really have an opinion about that. Fuck them, I guess. Can't celebrate the wedding, gotta go save some chinchillas, and wow, we completed this quest at the platinum level. That's a lot of resource points. I've got quite a few buildings to catch up on. First, a wizard's tower, which of course needs a cool looking wizard. And then since I'm in a cast mood, I'll give our monarch a little makeover. And now we've got 13 whole buildings up in our kingdom. That technically completes this ambition. Do I want to keep playing? Well, yeah, I do. Oh, what's happening? We've unlocked some new ambitions here. New game. Oh, wait, no. I want to keep playing the kingdom I just spent all that time building up. We can't just transfer it over? This one has something to do with annexing new territories, which I guess I didn't do my first save. Yeah, okay, maybe I'll give it a go. Ugh, we gotta start all over from scratch? I'm sorry, I don't really want to do that, like, at all. Is that what all the ambitions are like? And all these quests are the same? Actually, oh. That's not gonna work for me. I looked it up and the Eternal Kingdom ambition is just a free play mode, so we can start a new kingdom with no quests over there. And we can continue to play the kingdom we made even without quests and just do free play mode there too. And there's a quest where we can send a hero over to start a new kingdom, which I assume is in a new ambition. So there really is a lot of freedom with what you can do here. I wanted to give the Pirates and Nobles DLC a try, so I made a new kingdom with that ambition and selected one of our pre-made monarchs. I did go through the same first steps quest that we did in the beginning and started taking some of the pirate quests. This monarch I made into a little bit more of an evil queen in my head. She wants to be a pirate queen, so I think it'd be fun to be like a little more morally questionable. I was playing through quite a few of the quests, establishing relations with neighboring kingdoms and meddling with pirates, and this DLC is cool and all. I am having fun, but I really just have like zero interest in rebuilding a new kingdom so soon after I just played the last save. You know what I mean? I'll just have to come back to this DLC once I've had some time away. I am really enjoying playing in the kingdom I did just spend all that time building up though. It was a lot of effort to get here. It's just a little convoluted how they set it all up, but I will say it gives us a lot of options to play how we want, which I think is the essence of The Sims, right? Also, this shit was $20 with DLC, so that's pretty banging, not gonna lie. We paid twice that for expansion packs, you know? I have a lot of thoughts on this game. I feel like it was really fun on the first playthrough, but I'm not sure if I really liked it past that. Of course, you can play this game however you want. I'm glad that there's a free play mode after you complete the first ambition. That's sick, of course. But I'm not really sure if I was into each ambition being a new save. Instead of just having all the ambitions and milestones and achievements be able to be completed in the first playthrough, I don't really want to start 12 brand new saves just for the sake of completing completing an ambition. There's several ways around this, like copying your save over or whatever it says on this forum post. Or you could like have the same sim, copy it over and use the same sim for each new ambition if you wanted. But I'm just really not interested in replaying through the same exact map and unlocking the same buildings and doing a lot of similar quests. Not always, you don't always like repeat quests because each ambition will have different kind of questing. So like, I just literally don't understand why it's all separate. I really don't want to like progress through the game and make all brand new sims 12 fucking times. You can like hypothetically complete all of the ambitions within one save, I think, but it won't be listed on the main page, which just kind of bugs me. It's not a huge deal, but it just seems silly to me. I think they must have thought it would be similar to when we create a new sim and have a new lifetime wish and we kind of, you know, rinse and repeat over and over and over again in the mainline Sims games. But there's just not enough freedom in this game in general to warrant that. I don't know. I don't think I'm explaining my point very well, but I mean, you know, I'm open to all opinions. But 'tis a pleasure to have you watch this video. 'Tis also a pleasure to work with today's sponsor, Squarespace. Huzzah to Squarespace. No, they're awesome. Squarespace can do wonders if you are in need of a beautiful and professional website. How could they help with that, pray tell? Well, they have tons of sleek website templates to choose from, all of which can be customized with ease. If you need a portfolio to show off your creative work, you might be a restaurant needing to put your menu online, or a small business needing to put your information online. You can need a place to send guests to RSVP to your future wedding. Squarespace has a bunch of different options to help you get your website off the ground. Small businesses can sell product online with the use of Squarespace's e-commerce tools. They utilize many third-party extensions that can help you better manage your business, and you can utilize the detailed analytics tab, as well as schedule appointments and send your clients invoices directly through Squarespace. I've updated my own website, listthelass.com, where I host all of my Animal Crossing codes and my Stardew Valley mods, with some blog posts about my creative process and, you know, all of that if you're interested. I love having a website. I feel so professional. If thou needs a website, thou shalt go to squarespace.com for a free trial. And then when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/listthelass or use my code listthelass to get 10% off of your very first purchase of a website or domain. Fare thee well, list pillars. I hope you have a wonderful holiday season. This is my last video of 2023 on this channel. Make sure to check out my second channel though if you're interested. But I'm really excited for the new year where I can hopefully make some even better content, and I have so many good ideas and plans. I just want to make videos about video games. If you have any suggestions of things that you want to see, I am all ears. I hope you're having a great day and you continue to do so, and I will see you in the next one.